Hey there guys! So today we're doing what is possibly the greatest topic that we are ever going to, something or other, right.
Yes.
And today we're going to be talking about what is possibly the greatest topic we will ever cover in the foreseeable future and the past and the present. So, the greatest 90s films, and the 90s, I'm just going to go out right and say it, is the greatest decade for movies.
Yeah, it is.
Josh,
Yes.
do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, good. Everyone's going to say, oh, you guys should really see some 40s movies.
Oh yeah, Casablanca is the greatest movie of all
That
time.
boring ass movie.
Gone with the Wind.
The
Greatest.
freaking 5-hour long drama. Honorable mentions. You can go
Josh
first.
goes first. And I'll
Okay,
go.
my honorable mentions are three amazing films: Titanic, Goodfellas, and The Matrix.
Oh my god.
So in what order?
How's Titanic?
Oh,
on that
Titanic
list?
would be 11, 12 would be Goodfellas, and 13 would be The Matrix.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So, what is it?
They're
Like,
all-
just give some quick
Oh,
thoughts
they're
on it.
all 10 or 10s. Titanic is one of, it's a masterpiece. I
Yeah,
don't
it
use
is.
the word masterpiece for less than 5 movies I call masterpiece, and Titanic is definitely one of them. Goodfellas, I think, is the best Scorsese film. Matrix. Come on, Wachowskis. Let's do something good now.
Yeah, they
Cloud
brought it.
Atlas and Speed Racer.
They ghost directed V for Vendetta.
Alright,
Yeah.
my honorable mentions, my first one, I'm gonna go how 10, 9, 8, so I'm gonna go 13 to 11. So my number 13 would be Silence of the Lambs. This is a great thriller, and it's a horror movie also, even though he doesn't agree with that. But Anthony Hopkins is amazing. Ted Levine, yeah, and Jodie Foster is a great actress. So, and the next one is American History X with Edward Norton. Edward Norton is one of my favorite actors, and he just gives possibly his best performance in American History X. And the next movie is Home Alone. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, how is Home Alone like there? How's that even in close to your top 90s films? But I love Home Alone. I've always loved it, even though it's not it's not the best, but I still love it. So there you go.
Alright, my honorable mentions. Okay, my number 11. Let's see. I forgot. Okay, my number 11 is The Green Mile, which is just an amazing movie. I cried in it.
So did I.
But Josh doesn't.
I think I cried. I don't remember.
Right. Okay, Green Mile is a masterpiece. It's close to Frank Darabont's best movie, I guess.
It's
sad to see that he went from this to The Mist and then to The Walking Dead.
There's something in between, I think.
No. My number 12 would be,
Godfellas.
Godfellas.
Sorry, I keep saying that.
Goodfellas, which is one of Martin Scorsese's best movies. It's one of the best mob gangster movies of all time, and Martin Scorsese's just great at that. Robert De Niro's amazing.
Yep.
Ray Liotta's great. Joe Pesci's just amazing in it.
It's gonna go on for how long?
Number 13 is The Matrix, which is a great action movie. It's the only good Wachowskis movie. So yeah, that's just boring. Alright. The Matrix is a great movie. It has lots of revolutionary action scenes that yeah.
Alright, so
I
you
guess
start first.
Okay, my number 10 is Good Will Hunting. I'm so happy Matt Damon and Ben Affleck won a best script for this. One of my favorite scripts of all time, and just performances wise, Robin Williams, and he does a lot of more serious roles in his, and I'm really happy for that. Like Good Morning Vietnam, which is kind of a mix of drama and comedy, and Insomnia. Really check it out if you have not.
And is it your favorite Gus Van Sant movie?
Yes, it's my favorite. Milk.
Not Milk?
This is my second favorite Gus Van Sant.
Okay, so number 10 is Mel Gibson's Braveheart. And he directed and starred in the movie, and I just have to say he did a fantastic job in both areas because he gives an amazing performance as William Wallace and
Go to fight for their freedom.
also he just did so well directing this movie because there's just so many battle scenes with just so many people, and the way he was just able to make it all happen is spectacular, and some of the best cinematography of all time. I mean, when he's just like riding on a horse through the mountains or whatever, that is just amazing. That is amazing, amazing,
Okay.
amazing. So that, yeah, amazing film.
Alright, my number 10 is also Braveheart. Which, I mean, I agree with everything that he says. People just dislike this movie because it's historically inaccurate, but you know, who gives a shit? It's a movie.
And it's
Amazing.
well written.
Yeah, it's well written, has a great story, has great characters, and what was I gonna say? Shit. Oh yeah, it's one of the fastest paced. It's 3 hours, right?
Yeah, it's close.
It's around 3 hours, but it's one of the most fast paced 3 hour long movies I've seen. It just went by really fast because it just has lots of action and great, just fast scenes. So yeah.
Okay, so my number 9 is another Matt Damon movie. The movie is Talented Mr. Ripley, which a lot of you may not have heard of.
I've heard of it
You've heard of it?
because of the Disaster Artist.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was in the book, so.
It stars Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, Jude Law, and Capote.
Sigourney Weaver.
No, Seymour Philip Hoffman.
Get it?
Yeah, Seymour Philip
No, do
Hoffman.
you get it?
Philip Seymour.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Seymour Philip Hoffman.
Yes.
Don't you get that reference?
No.
Sigourney Weaver,
How is that?
Ripley,
Oh my god.
the talented Miss Ripley. Oh.
Okay. Yes. So Matt Damon, I think he is a great actor now. I used to hate him actually, but now I think he's a great actor.
No reason why, but.
But the Pardon, man, that was garbage. Go watch Talented Mr. Ripley. It's a very, very underrated movie.
Alright, so my number 9 is a movie neither of them have any on their list, and it's Fargo. Okay, so Fargo, it's an amazing movie. A lot of people won't agree with me, but I just think this is an amazing crime film with a fantastic script and just amazing performances all around. Like Frances McDormand, William H. Macy, and Steve Buscemi all give like amazing, probably the best of all those people's careers. Even though a lot of people think the accents are annoying, I think it fits the movie, and I think it actually makes it pretty funny because it's fun to like hear these people
Make fun
do
of
these.
people's accents.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you betcha.
Jeez.
Oh jeez. Yeah, so this is an amazing movie, amazing crime movie, dark comedy. Yeah, there you go.
My number 9 is his number 10, which is Good Will Hunting, which is just an amazing movie. I love Good Will Hunting because just the performances are amazing. It's like one of the best written movies ever made, I think. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon just have some weird writing talent. I don't know where this came from. This is Robin Williams is just amazing in it. Matt Damon's amazing. Ben Affleck's amazing. It has just a great ending, and yeah.
Oh, just to add on to that, I just searched up Matt Damon on his IMDb. Apparently, he's writing or co-writing the Jason Bourne movie.
Is he in it?
Nice. Obviously, he's in it. He's born.
No, it's CGI.
Well, I thought it might be like a Bourne Legacy sequel.
My number 8 is, it was an honorable mention for one of you, I think, it is The Green Mile.
Yes,
And another amazing
Both of
1999
us.
movie, man, 1999 was a great year. Tom Hanks, my favorite actor, and sadly, Michael Clark Duncan, he passed away, but he should have won Best Supporting. Green Mile, it's just such an amazing...
Even though he sweats and cries the whole movie.
We're gonna go for that person.
Come here, Tom Hanks. Watch your balls.
Green Mile, I just love Green Mile. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. All these movies are my top 15 favorite movies of all time, just so you know.
Same, actually, probably.
So
Top
yeah.
20.
Just ruin everything. Yeah. Green Mile. Yeah. all these movies you should definitely check out, but especially The Green Mile.
Okay. Okay, so my number 8 is The Shawshank Redemption.
Too low, man.
A lot of people call this movie overrated just because it's number 1 on the top 250. That doesn't matter. It deserves its spot because it's an amazing movie. Tim Robbins is supremely underrated in this movie. Everyone just, when they're talking about this movie, they're like, oh, Morgan Freeman did everything. And it's like Tim Robbins was amazing in this movie, and he deserves more credit for this movie. Morgan Freeman is also amazing, and the two of them talking together, they are an amazing duo.
And that's goddamn right.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to add a little something. Tim Robbins was the first director to direct his wife to a Best Actress.
Tim Robbins directed
His wife to a lead actress Oscar.
what?
And then Ethan Coen was the second director to.
Fine.
Whatever.
Tim Robbins doesn't even direct.
Yeah, he directed a movie in 1995.
Yeah, Shawshank. It's an amazing movie, and it's the best prison movie of all time.
What about The Green Mile?
That's an amazing movie as well, but Shawshank is better.
No.
So
Alright, my
Evan-
number 8
yeah.
is Titanic, which is the best James Cameron movie ever made. I mean, seriously, come on. Titanic is just a masterpiece.
T2.
This is way better than T2, and I love T2,
Avatar.
but Titanic, no! Titanic is way better than Avatar. This is just an amazing film. Okay, Leonardo DiCaprio is amazing in this movie, as always. Kate Winslet's amazing in this movie. This is the best romance film of all time. It has everything that you want. I mean, it has a great romance in the first half of the movie, and just a great disaster action part in the last half. And it made me cry, because Jack died.
Yeah,
And,
even though he could have gotten on the
spoilers.
raft.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Dude, Jack dying is like the most famous thing ever.
No, it's not.
Okay, like the little kids in Uganda know about Jack. Yeah, Titanic is a masterpiece, and it has just an amazing story. Rip James Horner.
Yeah. Oh, Braveheart. The score.
Yeah.
That's James Horner's best.
Yeah. No, Titanic is James Horner's best.
Oh.
Okay, so do I just go?
Yeah, just go.
Okay, so my number 7 is his number 8. My number 7 is The Shawshank Redemption. I've gone from really liking this movie to thinking it's way overrated to liking it more but still thinking it's overrated.
Make up your mind.
Everything I can say about this movie has already been said and will be said. But yeah, it's a really good movie. Probably the best prison movie. I think it's overrated.
Oh my god.
Definitely overrated.
Fuck face.
It's one of the best films ever made, but it's overrated.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah, he makes no sense in general.
Okay, so
my number 7.
Is
Okay, Delicia's gonna hate me for this.
it's Savvy.
Delicia's gonna hate me for this, but my number 7 is
Sparrow.
The Usual Suspects. Okay, everyone just says the twist is the only good part of the movie, which doesn't make sense because the rest of the movie is amazing. Kevin Spacey won Best Supporting Actor for this thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. And he deserved it because Kevin Spacey, he's always amazing. And he always will be amazing because he's amazing. And the suspects in the movie, they have like great chemistry in the movie, like all 5 of them. And they all work really well together in this one movie. So yeah, the best twist ending ever, even though another movie on my list has a twist ending. Oh, and by the way, the best scene is the lineup scene, because that's the best scene ever.
That's like that scene is like 20 seconds long.
Yeah, but it's amazing. It's the best scene in the movie.
My number 7 is American History X, which is like, holy shit. The ending of this movie surprised me so much.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but it just blew my mind. But yeah, this movie has so much to say on like
He
real
made up
world
the
problems.
Jews, right?
I love Edward Norton in this movie. He's just
It's not
he gives
even
such
about
a great
Hitler.
performance in this movie. Edward Furlong is great in the movie. He's better than he was in T2. Yeah, I just like what it says.
No problemo.
Okay, so yeah, I love American History X. It has so much to say about real life things, and I love everything about the movie. It has one of the best endings ever, for sure.
I doubt it.
Shut up.
I haven't even seen it. It also has one of the best opening scenes of all time.
I heard Watchmen's better.
Like when he like puts the guy's face on the sidewalk. Yeah.
It's amazing.
My number 6 is Schindler's List. Schindler's List, I think.
Schindler's List.
Mr. Schindler. For sure. Ray Fiennes gives an amazing
Ralph
performance. Ralph Fiennes. I don't even know what to say.
Malkovich.
Yes, John Malkovich.
What is he?
He's not even in Schindler's List.
Why did you bring him up? Supposedly, the Holocaust was all fake.
The Holocaust, what's that?
My number 6 is another Kevin Spacey movie. I just had a Kevin Spacey movie on here. It's another Kevin Spacey movie. It's American Beauty. To me, like, the story is just kind of average. Like the
The concept's average.
yeah, but it's just the performances in the movie that just take this movie to a whole different level. This is Kevin Spacey's best performance. It also has Wes Bentley in it. This is his only good movie.
What the fuck are you talking about? Interstellar.
Okay, this is his only good performance.
He's good in Interstellar for the 5 minutes.
I don't even remember him in Interstellar.
Yeah, but he was good.
Plus, he was fucking shitty in Ghost Rider. In American Beauty, Wes Bentley, he's amazing. Basically, this movie is like a soap opera, but like amazing.
Yeah.
With great acting. And I'm not trying to make it sound bad, but yeah, just
It has some of the best narration ever. I would say.
yeah. And Kevin Spacey, I don't know what else to say. It's just one of the best performances of all time.
Okay.
Jumanji.
I'm pretty sure number 1 is Bicentennial.
Great
Is it
movie,
Zoom?
by the way. Zoom? That's 2007.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm surprised it didn't make your list. My number 6 is Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is amazing. People say this movie's overrated, which makes no sense. This is just a masterpiece. Robert Zemeckis' best movie for sure. Not Back to the Future, which I think is great, but not the best.
You give that a 10?
Yeah, it's still a 10. Tom Hanks gives one of the best performances of all time. This
Same
movie's one of the
because
first
he plays
movies that
a
actually showed me that, superhero movies aren't the only kind of movies out there. So yeah, it kind of influenced my taste in films. So yeah, it's always been one of my favorite films of all time. And even though there is better movies in the Best Picture category in 1994,
Oh my god.
this movie is still amazing. And I don't mind that it won Best Picture.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I don't either.
Get to your list. My number 5 is The Silence of the Lambs. Lord. This is also one of those movies I would call a masterpiece. Great acting, great script, like everything about this movie is just
Amazing dialogue.
fantastic, yes. I mean, I don't know what to say about this movie other than you should just go watch it. It's one of the best films of all time.
And Ted Levine plays a great serial killer.
It's hard to choose who's a better villain. I mean, Hannibal Lecter or
Buffalo Bill.
yeah. So I mean, for you and for others, it's really easy. But like, Buffalo Bill is such an amazing villain.
Okay, I just want to say just one thing before I say my number 5, is that my top 5 of the 90s is my top 5 of all time, which I think, there we go.
Okay.
Number 5 is Schindler's List. Okay, Schindler's List, it's an amazing movie. Liam Neeson is amazing. This is his best performance. Ray Fiennes, best performance. Okay, yeah, and this movie is amazing, and it's super long, but it doesn't matter because it's amazing. So there you go.
Alright, my number 5 is also Schindler's List.
6.
Oh my god,
That's my
me and
6.
Delish.
Okay, so Schindler's List is everything that he said is correct. It's all these actors' best performances. This movie's sad. It's the best black and white film ever made.
I just forgot to say, it's the best Spielberg movie.
Yeah, it's the best Spielberg movie easily. I mean, what the hell? Jurassic Park?
Minority Report,
Bullshit.
guys.
What? Huh?
Catch Me If You Can is very close.
It's like top 20 best movies of all time.
It's like it's top 20 Spielberg movies.
It's like
Schindler's List is a masterpiece.
It's like
the best World War II movie ever made. No World War II movie
Wow.
will ever beat it.
Holy shit!
My number 4 is a movie everyone will say, oh, it's too low on your list. That movie is Pulp Fiction. It used to be my favorite movie of all time, but it has gone down since then. I just haven't seen it in a long time. I really need to watch it. It is one of the best movies of all time, the best Quentin Tarantino movie. And like,
One of?
It is the
Yeah,
best.
okay, go ahead.
And it has like great performances by Samuel Jackson, John Travolta, Bruce Willis, Uma Thurman,
Harvey Keitel.
Tim Roth.
Tim Roth,
Tim Roth.
Quentin Tarantino,
Tim Roth.
Yolanda. Yeah, you all have to see. This is a movie that everyone needs to see before they die, for sure. And I will rewatch it.
Amanda Plummer.
Who's that? Ah, okay, let's just move on.
Amanda Plummer.
Pulp Fiction.
Ving
Ving
Rhames!
Ving Rhames.
That was Michael Clark Duncan.
What? Samuel Jackson? Oh wait, no, he's on it. Morgan Freeman.
My number 4 is The Matrix, which I think is the best action movie of all time. Another movie on my list is it's on IMDb as an action movie, but it's not an action movie to me. This is the number 1 action movie. Keanu Reeves, alright, he's not a good actor at all. In fact, he's a shit actor. But this role is the kind of role that fits him, where he doesn't speak that much, and he's just kind of this like clueless hacker dude who then becomes a badass, and he's convincing as a badass. Yeah, Keanu Reeves basically only works in 2 roles. One where he doesn't speak that much, and one where he does like weird comedy shit. So, Bill and Ted, that role fit him, even though he's shit in the movie. And he works in that movie because he's playing a stupid teenager. So,
Like all of us.
yeah.
Okay, so
Just mostly Josh.
my number 4. Okay, my number 4 is 7, which is the I was gonna say it's the best David Fincher movie, but no.
It is the best David Fincher movie.
This is the best. Oh shit! I was gonna say best Brad Pitt movie. And I was like, nope, it's not even the best. It's not in the best Morgan Freeman movie.
It's not?
No,
it's one of the best of all those.
It's one of the best of all these actors.
Do you think it's the best Kevin Spacey movie?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the best Kevin Spacey movie. It's the best Gwyneth Paltrow movie. This has just an amazing ending and just one of the most disturbing scenes of all time, which is the sloth scene, which is maybe like
with Sid.
What? This movie's just not gore for the sake of gore. I mean, there's a point behind it because Kevin Spacey's just a maniac. So yeah.
Didn't you just spoil who the killer is? Because it's a mystery, isn't it?
Who cares? And the ending. What's in the box? It's just amazing. It's just amazing.
You sound like Nick Cage.
It's just perfect. Go.
What's in the box?
So his. My top 3 favorite films of the 90s are my top 3 favorite films of all time. My number 3 is yet again another Kevin Spacey movie, which is American Beauty. I was so shocked when I watched this movie. Like, wow. I thought this was going to be like, okay, this is going to be a good movie. I watched this movie. It blew me away. I liked it way more than I thought it would. Every single performance in this movie is amazing. Like, the ensemble cast in this movie is probably the best ensemble cast of all time. Kevin Spacey. Every performance in this movie is amazing.
Fucking bitchiest wife ever.
Have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yo, Skylar, give me a beer.
No, Skylar is way less bitchy than
Skylar
Kevin
is way
Spacey's
bitchier.
wife. At least Skylar accepts Walter
For being a homicidal maniac.
Chris, American Beauty. It is a masterpiece. One of those other movies I would call a masterpiece. Yes. Roll your number 3.
Yes.
What's your number 3?
So my number 3 is the greatest David Fincher movie of all time. It's Fight Club. Fight Club is amazing. This is just the greatest movie of 1999. Edward Norton and Brad Pitt and Helena Bonham Carter, they all deliver the greatest performances. I think Edward Norton might be better than American History X. I'm not sure. But certainly Brad Pitt gives his best performance.
Yeah.
And Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Tyler Durden is just like the definition
of amazing character.
cool and amazing character. And Edward Norton is amazing in this movie. I don't care what he says. He says Edward Norton sucks in the movie. He isn't.
He's all
okay.
right.
The way. Okay. Here's what good about. Okay. Basically, in the beginning of the movie, Edward Norton is just like narrating his life, and if it wasn't Edward Norton, if it was just some boring actor, then it wouldn't be entertaining. But
It could have been Tom Hanks.
but the way that Edward Norton delivers all of his like narration and all that stuff,
He just seems like he's bored out of his mind.
yeah. He seems bored,
Yeah.
but he's just like it's so.
That's his character.
Yeah, and so that's why. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it, but since this is one of those movies where
It's one of those cancer comics.
yeah, people thought it was gonna be a boxing movie, but it's not. It's an amazing movie, and all those just amazing performances and amazing direction by David Fincher. So there you go.
Okay, my number 3 is about Bob, who had bitch tits. My number 3 is Fight Club. Bob.
Holy
Bob.
crap! I just realized how many like movies we have like in similar. It's like 10, same.
Number 5, same.
Yeah.
My top 3 is like Josh, where it's like my top 3 favorites of all time. So yeah, Fight Club is an amazing movie with the best narration of all time. No.
You.
Edward Norton is so amazing in this movie. He has some of the best characters of all time. Tyler Durden, the narrator, Bob, one of the best supporting characters of all time. David Fincher's best movie, has one of the best scores, soundtracks of all time. The ending is amazing. This movie's so amazing. It's the most rewatchable movie of all time. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it is. It is.
I agree.
Yeah, good.
We're both on the same page about this.
But not him.
I just want to say that Fight Club is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Definitely in the top 10 worst
Alright,
movies.
everyone's like,
I'm
gonna like say
just-
fuck
just-
you in the comments.
Fight Club is garbage, in my opinion.
Fight me.
Like, name a shitty movie. Batman and Robin is better than this movie.
Whoa.
I like Batman.
Okay. You know how you know the comments are gonna be.
Yeah, that Asian guy has no taste.
My number 2, Forrest Gump. What can I say about Forrest Gump?
Bastard.
It's like this movie is just so like rewatchable. And like okay,
No,
the
it's
first
not.
40 minutes, yes it is. And this movie is just like everything. Tom Hanks gives like absolutely one of the best performances of all time. This has one of the best soundtracks of all time. A lot of people think that this is overrated, I guess, but no, this is
Well,
not.
it is.
No, it's not overrated. This definitely.
You
is
called Shawshank overrated.
It is overrated.
Dickhead.
Definitely is overrated.
There's dickhead.
A lot of people say Pulp Fiction or Shawshank deserve Best Picture. Forrest Gump should definitely deserve Best Picture over both of those movies, even though those are both the good movies.
My number 2 is Heat from '95. Not The Heat, well, because that's like 2010s. But whatever. That's not this movie. This movie has Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, which are 2 acting legends, and there's just no denying that these 2 are amazing in this movie. And to me, this is the movie that just defines crime movies. If someone came up to me and said, "Hey, what's a crime movie that I should watch?" I'll say, well, if you only have to watch one, watch Heat, because it's the definition of a crime movie. If you want to watch a movie about like organized crime, this is it. This is it, because amazing performances all around. It's not even the best Robert De Niro performance, but it's my favorite Robert De Niro movie.
Alright.
Writing is so amazing, by the way.
Number 2 is The Shawshank Redemption, which is like it's close to being my number 1 favorite film of all time. And people just shit on this movie way too much because it's the number 1 film on the top 250. Well, you know why it's in the top 250 and why it's number 1? Because it's a masterpiece. It is.
Yeah.
There is not a word.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's your number fucking 7 and you hate it?
Frank Darabont. This is literally the greatest film this is literally the second greatest film of all time.
This is literally the greatest film.
This is literally the second greatest film of all time. This has some of the best narration of all time. This and Fight Club have the best narration ever, for sure. We disagree.
You're like,
William Morris back in 1950.
And it has one of the best shots of all time with the
prison.
Yeah, the prison over helicopter. It has one of the best endings. Probably my second or fuck.
Oh, I forgot to mention, he has my favorite ending of all time, by the way.
Yeah, well, yeah, Shawshank might be my favorite ending of all time, but it's just
Yeah.
a beautiful, 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 beautiful ending. Go watch Shawshank. If you haven't seen Shawshank, and even if you don't even like movies, just go watch Shawshank, or I'll slit your throat.
When you're saying the best ending of all, or second best ending of all time,
Best.
you say it's the best? Okay,
Oh.
Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman hugging each other in the sand. How is that the best ending of all time?
This guy knows nothing about movies. Like, what the hell is
What's
this guy?
your favorite
Yeah.
ending?
Oh, freaking Beautiful Mind.
No, that was I never said it. My favorite ending of all time is probably from my number one favorite film of all time, which is also my number one favorite 90s film of all time, David Fincher's Seven, which is definitely his best movie of all time,
Nope.
which is way better than the shitty Fight Club. Obviously, oh god, how can you even say that? So Seven is just a masterpiece with Morgan Freeman, which is the best Morgan
deserves
Freeman,
to get a 7.
No.
which is the best
No.
Morgan Freeman movie,
No.
and it is the best Brad Pitt movie,
No.
and it is the best Kevin Spacey movie.
No. No,
Yes.
it is.
And like everything, there is nothing wrong with
Fucking
this
insulting.
movie. Same thing with Forrest Gump, American Beauty, and a few other movies on this list, which are masterpieces.
One at the same time.
Seven, I know a lot of
Yes.
people don't like
Yes.
Seven,
Yes.
but I mean, I don't know why. It's like the ending of this movie, like the what's in the box and everything.
the box?
Like, wow. I could commentate
I
this
can
movie.
masturbate to this movie.
Yeah, totally. Like Sloth? Yeah, like damn.
Lust.
Oh yeah. So all
Sword
night,
penis?
everything.
Okay, so my number one is
perfect.
his number one.
Yeah.
And it's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pulp Fiction is my favorite movie of all time. And
My favorite movie of all time.
yeah, if you watched our top 5 favorite movies,
All
you
time.
knew this.
Yeah.
Just everything about this movie is perfect. You get
Yeah.
Sam Jackson in this movie.
Yeah.
This is obviously Sam Jackson. But can't beat Sam Jackson in this movie. And John Travolta, this is his best performance as
Yeah,
well.
easily.
Oh, what was it?
Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman, this is her best performance.
Yeah, Robin.
You think that, right?
Yeah.
Bruce Willis, I think this is his best performance. He doesn't agree, but
It's
it's
close.
still amazing
Yeah, it's
performance.
amazing.
12 Monkeys.
Oh my god, what are you saying?
I'm just saying.
I just hear you saying random things.
I'm not saying random things.
I hear him say monkeys. Obviously, the writing in this movie is amazing, and also the directing in this movie is also amazing.
Okay.
Quentin Tarantino's greatest movie of all time, greatest everything. See ya.
Okay, yeah, this is by far the greatest thing ever made in entertainment history.
Pulp Fiction is so overrated. It's
Actually?
probably the most overrated movie of all time.
And it's your number 4.
This guy
Holy
doesn't know
shit.
anything about movies. Okay, so Pulp Fiction is just a masterpiece. It has one of the best scores of all time, I would say.
Soundtrack.
Oh yeah, soundtrack. It's the best soundtrack probably ever. Probably.
We need to watch it.
Has one of the best endings, one of the best opening scenes. The way Quentin Tarantino just interweaves all these great storylines, and it's just amazing. None of the storylines are weak. They're all just 10 out of 10,
Yeah.
amazing. Samuel L. Jackson and
John
Travolta
has good chemistry.
amazing chemistry.
Yeah.
One of the best duos in film history,
Yeah.
if not the best. Edward
Yeah,
Norton,
Dick.
Edward Norton and Brad Pitt come close though.
Yeah.
So that's our top 10 favorite
And Tim
films.
Robbins and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. There's lots
and
of
Kevin
duos.
Spacey and Wes Bentley.
So that's our top 10 favorite films of the 90s. What are your top 10? Which list do you agree the most with? I mean, our lists are
Mine.
basically the same thing, so
Yeah.
his is just what the
Something
hell?
else.
What the hell's going
My
on?
list is amazing.
But you hate
Just
like
ma-
every movie on
Basically, your list is basically mainstream garbage.
No, Talented Mr. Ripley. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's just Oscar bait.
We'll see you next time when we do top 10 films of the 80s,
Which-
and then the next time when we do
Because
top 10
Josh
films
has some movies to catch up on, right?
Every
Yeah.
single movie of the 80s.
because he
I need
hasn't
to watch.
seen anything.
I've
So
seen 2 movies. from the
basically,
80s.
we're the only cool ones here,
Yeah.
and he's left out. And
Okay,
So,
so,
yeah.
expect the 90s, 80s video in the next 1 to 2 weeks.
months.
and
Months? What the hell, man?
And by the way, tell us your list
Yeah.
down below, and we'll reply and say if your list is good or shit. We can maybe have an intelligent conversation about it.
Maybe a healthy debate.
Maybe someday you can join us for a video.
Oh,
Little shippy over
Yeah.
here.
yeah. FedEx you, but you might get lost in an island.
Yeah. Shut up. We live in Canada, so bring a jacket.
Wow, you're just giving away our
geez.
location.
Yeah.
The CIA is after us.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're gonna find a suitcase of money.
Come on.
That wasn't even funny.
Thanks for watching, guys. So see you.